All right, girls, so we're having problems with our approaches. We're coming at them like basketball between them and the net. When we either want to be topside and force them down the alley, or be completely underneath them and force them to the middle. But you can't come at them unassertively and right at them because they can go left and right on you. So here we push them down the alley, but we're really not playing that topside to actually push them down the alley. We just know that she wants to stick to her right hand. So let's play underneath her more and let's force her to her left hand, her weak hand. So if we ever see a girl trying to get to her strong hand, let's get underneath them, force them back to the middle, and then stay that way. Don't ever let them get back to their strong hand. So this is a great approach by Mariah. She gets upfield. She puts her stick up there to really deter the middle of the field. She could play with her feet a little bit higher up, but it's not bad. When that girl commits down the alley, you're going to see her not bring her hands back together on the stick. She's just going to put one hand out there, which is great for desperation. But with our speed on defense, let's get that left hand back on that tape and get it down so we can block any shot that comes down the alley. And then we can also ride that way. Another thing is when we approach the second time, we get a little sloppy because we're getting a little bit tired from it. But let's keep that discipline and get back up high.
Oh, get it, get it, get it!
Okay, here we're going to have a double team. And the problem with this is that the on-ball defender never actually gets out there. So when the slide comes, the ace comes because she got pushed, it's really just a one-on-one for the girl that's doubling because we keep this spacing. So once she gets past that one-on-one, then the on-ball defender gets there and it turns into another one-on-one. And if she would have kept that ball, that would have been an easy goal. So the on-ball defender has to get pressure and push her down the alley where the pass came from to form that double team. Immediate on-ball pressure when the double team's coming is going to be how we successfully double the ball. Watch how quickly Lizzie gets out there on ball. She is there before that girl even catches the pass. So the on-ball girl has no choice but to run down the alley while Lizzie's staying on her, and we successfully ace the ball here. The only thing we can add here is to get Lizzie's stick upfield, so when we come together we form a V, so our sticks are in the passing lane if she ever does roll right or left. But other than that, that was a perfect double team. So we do a good job here with the on-ball defense where she plays where the girl can only go down the alley. But when we get that push, we get that ace. The ace kind of comes up, but she should kind of come up and get this runner to stop. The girl makes an easy move to the outside and around, and when she gets two defenders to one shoulder, it's no longer a double team. So we got to make sure that we communicate that, and if you are the ace girl, get the girl to try and run between you two rather than around you. So we got to work on that. That's not a problem. Terry, do a good job here jumping upfield, getting that stick upfield so Mackenzie wants to dodge down the alley. When Jenna comes, it's good we push him through the middle, but we need to close that gap when she tries to come to the middle and let her take the charge. All right, we'll get. So right there, she pushes through and she just bodies us through. Now here's the thing, as we're pushing through the 8 there, and we lose it, we got to keep running. Get her sticks upfield on either side of her. Don't swing, and just make it so she'd have to make a very, very tough shot. All right, so we have a pretty good double team here. We have a good lock off. She stays with her. But the problem is when we get down the GLE, we give up on it. We have one girl just hangs back, and we got Sydney flying all over there. We need to get that pressure up. Remember, when we get to a double team, that's the time we turn on the pressure. We don't ease up on it. We turn it up. We ease up when it's just a one-on-one because we're more concerned about getting beat. Last thing, if you are locking that adjacent, so you're soap, do not give up pressure on that adjacent and allow the easy pass inside. So as you can see here, the push comes and the ace comes. When the ace comes, she almost just picks our girl because we come too much. All right, we run right into our player instead of stopping the defender. So let's get a little bit to the outside so that the dodger has to go between us, and then we sandwich them as we run. Okay, so let's stop that. So as the ace comes, her job is to stop the dodger. This is a great group. As you see, they really work well together in the game. They do a push and they do an ace really quickly and they lock off. Sam comes out here, does a good job. All right, and as our green player starts going down the alley, only thing I would say there is if Mackenzie could keep up, it would go from great to perfect. There's nothing about that would change besides keeping that ace there. All right, so this is a pretty good group here. We get a good pressure on ball, but we need to soak that adjacent as quick as possible. Same, get out here and take away Keelan, and there'd be absolutely no looks on the ball side of the field. Size of the gym, it makes it a little bit harder for us to get the pass up high, but this is an absolutely great group, and it might seem weird to see Sam all the way up there, but we have to remember that we're going to have another 4 defenders out there that most likely that girl running up that high is not going to happen, so don't worry about that. All I want to see is that we know how to pick up the open girls. So we go through our whole push defense with our soaps and our aces, but they get the ball back and we reset. Now the thing here is what we can do is we can have Mariah push Sydney down, Sydney come down, and then all Lena has to worry about is the girl that's up top cutting in. All right, otherwise what we do is we just sit around and watch it. All right, another option rather than Sydney going down from Mariah is that when these girls come together like this, one of these defenders needs to push the other one off and set them up top because one defender there can guard 2 with the goalie help. Alright girls, we've started practicing our push slides. We're done with pull slides. So that means that you never slide until someone tells you to go. So in this instance, when we sweep across the top, alright, we need to see that in the Mariah's position, the ball's going away from her. So since we have someone on crease, Mariah needs to come up and push Sydney to go jump. As you see, Sydney goes right away because her instinct says she needs help, which is a great thing. But as you see, Jess is wide open. She gets that ball and passes there. The whole reason why we do the push defense instead of a pull is that Jess can be covered and Sydney can still go and double. So we don't give up the easy shot. So on this one, you can see that we don't actually press out to the ball quick enough. Even though the double team gets there, the girl can still look and find the open girl. Lena knew after this that she needs to come over and help. She can't stay in crease. But really, we shouldn't be able to find that easy pass because right away when that ball gets passed out there and we hear that soap and that ace, we need to get out there on that ball. That first girl needs to be out there in their face knowing that she's got help coming. Offensively, good job, Jess, coming upfield to see that and making a good shot. Although we can't really see it, you can tell how quickly we push the crease girl up to double. We covered off. Sam does a nice job taking away that girl open over there, and we lock off that adjacent. Great, and then we always play for a ground ball. All right, look at that turnover. That's when we stop. We never stop just because the girl dropped the ball. So this is a good one. We want to get better on-ball pressure right away before we even go into the push defense. But as you see, the girl who, Caitlin, she wasn't the adjacent, so we let her free. But with the clear through, she became an adjacent. And so we have to recognize as we build up into this, and this is something we haven't even drilled yet, but when a girl who's not the adjacent becomes the adjacent, we then have to slide and pick her up. And it's just something we're going to have to drill a lot of, and it's going to be a lot easier for the defense when we have 7 defenders plus our 8th goalie. All right, so don't be worried about it. It's something we're going to drill in the next couple weeks. Overall, great practice. I know that was a really tough new workout. It's something we're going to keep doing. Tough new practice schedule, but I want you guys to know I was very proud with this this day overall, and I think we improved a lot.